You know, some days in tech history, they feel different. They're these inflection points, these moments where the future suddenly snaps into sharp focus. And February 10th, 2026, that was one of those days. It wasn't just another Tuesday on the calendar. Nope, it was a turning point, one that completely rewrote our relationship with the digital world. Let's dig into what actually happened on that incredible day. This single sentence from TekinGame just perfectly captures the sheer scale of it all. This was the day of what they called the convergence. Think about it like this. For years, you had these three separate rivers flowing along: gaming, artificial intelligence, and biological integration. Well, on this one day, they all crashed into each other and merged into one single powerful current. And in just a matter of hours, it created a whole new reality. So, where did the first tremors of this massive earthquake come from? Well, you might be surprised. It wasn't from some quiet lab or a high-powered boardroom. It actually came from the world of entertainment. The day kicked off with two just monumental game announcements that completely shattered our expectations of what a digital world could even be. So on one side, you had Capcom dropping Resident Evil Requiem, an absolute masterclass in horror that pushed the boundaries of what it means to be scared. And on the other side, you had Rockstar finally unveiling GTA 6, a game that wasn't just an open world, it was a living, breathing civilization. One was all about that visceral, personal terror, the other about a huge, systemic, societal simulation. But both of them, in their own way, were a revolutionary leap forward. With Resident Evil, bringing back Leon Kennedy wasn't just a nod to the fans. Oh no, Capcom was proving that horror itself could evolve. They used these unbelievably realistic graphics to totally redefine survival mechanics, creating this sense of dread that, well, it just felt a little too real. But then came Grand Theft Auto 6. And this marked the end of what we could probably call the era of dead games. See, for the first time ever, AI wasn't just some feature tacked on to make characters seem a little smarter. It was the very backbone of the entire digital world. And that one shift, it changed everything. And this gets to the core idea, an LLM-powered world. The city of Leonida in GTA 6 is the very first digital environment that actually breathes. It grows, it evolves, it reacts on its own, without a human pulling the strings. It's a living society, not just a digital sandbox. But, as absolutely mind-blowing as this was, the day was far from over. Because while our screens were being completely revolutionized, an even deeper, more profound shift was happening. This was a revolution not in the devices we hold in our hands, but within our own bodies. Which brings us to a pretty shocking question. And this is the second major bombshell of the day. Because maybe the most profound shift on February 10th wasn't really about video games at all. It came from Neuralink, and it marked the exact moment our own biology became the new hardware. We're moving way beyond wearables now. The analysis from that day was crystal clear. Mobile phones are pretty quickly becoming archaeological artifacts. 2026 is the year we finally stopped just wearing our tech and started to truly feel it as a seamless, natural extension of ourselves. Okay, but wait a second. How did all of this happen on the exact same day? I mean, these incredible leaps in software and biotech didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They were all built on top of a powerful and mostly unseen foundation that had been laid just before. So here's the chain reaction that made it all possible. It started with these huge leaps in hardware, things like new AI-native laptops that gave developers just an insane amount of raw power. Then, that was followed by a massive second wave of investment pouring into AI infrastructure. It was that powerful combo, brand new hardware and a flood of fresh cash, that created the perfect storm for both AI-driven games and the new frontiers in biotech. So you have a revolution in software and a revolution in hardware, and they converge on a single day. The impact of that was immediate and it was massive, sending this powerful aftershock through the entire global economy. You could see it on the stock market right away. I mean, we saw this totally unexpected, dramatic surge in semiconductor stocks. And the reason was pretty simple. The incredible computational demand from AI in games like GTA 6, plus the processing needs for these new bio-integrations, created this global vacuum for processing power. And it just pulled the entire market right along with it. The scale of this economic shift it's just staggering to think about. Economic models from TekinGame showed that the value of the data generated by the AI in a game like GTA 6 alone was projected to be bigger than the total GDP of some countries. This isn't just a market shift. It's a silent revolution, completely changing the very fabric of our digital lives.
So, how do we even begin to summarize the historical weight of this one day? I think this quote just nails it. February 10th wasn't just another date you circle on the calendar. It marked a fundamental turning point in the evolution of our digital selves.
And maybe the most profound, the most thought-provoking verdict on the day's events came from Majid over at TekinGame. He captured this central philosophical shift perfectly. For decades, right, we've been focused on learning how to use our technology. Well, that era is over. We are now officially in an age where the technology is actively learning us.
And as huge as this day was, Majid reminds us that this isn't the finish line. This is just the beginning. All of this, the breathing digital worlds, the seamless biointegration, it's all just the sound of the engine turning on for the first time. The real journey is just getting started.
Which, of course, leaves us with one final and pretty crucial question. This powerful new wave of technology is designed to understand us, to anticipate our needs, and to integrate with us on a level we've never, ever seen before. It is learning us. The only question that's left is, are we ready for it?